Alright everybody, let me talk about a Code Red. The first one this year, ladies and gentlemen. I would have not expected that. The first Code Red that needs to be immediately reverted, and it hasn't been yet. And it seems to be that there's been an up and down going on there between, like, you know, the game and the players and everything, because people were divided by this one. I'm gonna tell you quickly what I'm talking about here, and I'm also gonna show you some bugs that have been out with this patch. I personally would have reverted the thing immediately it went live, because I also made the ticket, well, not a ticket, but I did message the staff team about all of the issues that we have going on right now, and I'm going to show you something that has been the biggest hit of them all, which is the PvP scaling adjustments. And when I did the video, when I talked about and explained the patch notes, the PvP scaling was the one that discombobulated me. I'm like, is this for real, or am I not understanding it properly? Because if you take a look at the numbers here, it's absolutely insane. Part stat boost per tier reduced from 15 to 3, 25 to 10, 10 to 5, 100 to 50%, and the ones that really invest the time, which are, by the way, the keystone players of the game, they got their world rank multiplier boost reduced from 100% to 25%. Then you have aura boost reduced from 10 to 3, 25 to 5, 100% to 50. This is gigantic, and here's where the issue happens. Some of the stuff that they've done in order to do the scaling went from PvP to PvE, so I'm affected as well. PvP is not necessarily the only thing that has been, you know, going down the oots. It's the PvE as well. It's absolutely insane. So I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I've noticed, some of the bugs that I have encountered. This is a Code Red. This entire update has been a whole load of trouble for many players. Many pro players that I talked to said that they wanted to leave, that they're not interested in farming anymore, because the weaker got stronger, the stronger got weaker. The idea behind that was basically to equal out, you know, PvP, so the weaker have more chances instead of the stronger ones, but the stronger ones are the key founders of the entire community, because they farm sometimes up to 10 hours plus to keep the game active, to keep the game, you know, well, let's say to keep the competition alive, right? And with that change here, these guys basically got the big middle finger, and this needs to be reverted. I usually am very fond of the updates that they do, and I think this whole update here, if that PvP scaling wouldn't have happened, would have been a W, a big W actually. But let me show you what happens when I'm going in with my T7 defense build. Okay, this is one of my best builds that I have, that I currently own, with the Hellhound, and you can see here the Spectre top and the Chains fragment. This is T7. I'm running a T7 aura as well, which you can see right here, the abducted aura. And let's go in there. I'm gonna show you how strong just hard mode is, because it scales really weirdly. For other people that might be under level 600 or something, they might not have the same issue. That happens after 600 when you're a little bit higher. These guys start to scale as well, and it also went over from the PvP scaling down to PvE, which means I have these percentage drops as well. So I'm gonna go into the hard mode fight. I have to fight another boss. I just tested it so I can make a proper video on this one. I'm just gonna battle this guy, this trainer here, 500, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just gonna beat him with sword and bite here, and then we're gonna do the boss, and you'll see how strong. I'm not gonna attack him very much. They don't have that much HP, but the damage output, the stuff that I basically can tank, is absolutely insane. Obviously, with a full defense build, you're able to take a lot of hits, but in this case, no sir. So I'm gonna show you what's been going on. So on the visual side, everything is fine. Just the technical side, they've done some huge, that was a huge mess up. That is by far the biggest mess up the game had this year. With 3 months in, I've been very fond of the recent updates, but this one, just on a technical standpoint, this needed to be tested much more. I don't know if these testers are really testing it to a, like, if I would have been in there, like, take a look at this. So wait, let's go, let's see, look at that. You almost get one hit, you almost get one shot. This is not supposed to be. This makes absolutely zero sense. And I'm not trying to you know, frame the testers, but I want to put that a little bit on the testers, because you guys should know this. This should be there. Like, if you test this stuff with like high level stuff like T7, if you make like scales, if you scale things down and stuff like that, I personally believe, being released this way, it feels like it wasn't tested very well. It had to be tested. I found out about this and the other bug, which I'm gonna show you just now, within the first 10 minutes of playing. Now, I don't know where the difference is between the testing realm and what we got over in... Wait, what? I gotta find that. I gotta find those pieces. Oh wait, it's not defense. I put it on origin, I think, right? Yeah. So I found this out. These two things, that the scaling went over in this bug here, I found that out in not even 10 minutes. So let me show you. This happens. You kind of glitch out, the camera becomes black, and after some time you're in the clouds. This is a known bug that has happened before. I had a video on this as well. It happened like a few months ago. I think it was last year when it happened. But honestly, guys, when you test this kind of stuff, if I found this one, look at this. We can see the moon right over here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a moon. It's like a camera sort of glitch. Oh, there we go. That's interesting. Everything seems to be inverted here, and it's just overall bad. It's not good. So I'm just gonna try to get out of that, and then you just kind of get flung around. I figured this in 10 minutes out, so why wasn't this seen? Like, none of it. Same with the bosses. You can't release stuff like that. Not because, you know, if you take a look at the map looks absolutely fine. It looks good. The idea of it looks fine. The design, it feels like it was more, you know, time put into the design than into the actual scaling. Because if you drop something like a big bomb like this, I don't know, everybody that I have talked to, I gotta be honest, everybody that I have talked to, everyone said it's bad. So the question remains, who thought this was good? Who thought this was like a thing? Why would you do this? Why would you scale the PvP down like this crazy, giving a big middle finger to the Keystone players? I myself personally, I don't do PvP. I just sometimes hang around in PvP world and chill and stuff like that, you know, and talk to the people, but I don't do PvP. Like, I don't do this competitively. You can see this by my ranking. I don't do this competitively. I'm not interested in that. I don't have the time for it. But I know that there are people that do this kind of stuff. They put in about 10 hours every single day plus, maybe even like 24/7 farming, doing crazy parts, doing a lot of trading, this and that. Like, people that are really active in this community. Why would you throw them out of the bin like that? Like, this is, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. This is a weird choice, I gotta be honest. And let me tell you one thing, and this is how crazy this one is. If they would have removed just the PvP scaling adjustments, the update would have been a big W. Because all of the other stuff that has been put in here, the balance changes, the parts, the map, the St. Patrick's thing, all of it is insane. It's fun. It would have been a huge W, but this PvP scaling adjustments, and I saw that in my latest video when I talked about it, I was like, something's not, is that, like, do I understand it properly? Like, the strong get weak, the weak becomes stronger for no reason at all. And it seems to be, it is that way. And it also scales over to PvE. Some of the pros don't notice it, don't be affected by it. I don't know what they're talking about, but I talked to quite a few people, and I've been affected by it. You can see that a tier 7 build, something as strong and powerful as this build should definitely do a hard mode. And it's not only just this guy. I've seen this in all of the other bosses as well. This one's absolutely insanely crushing it, and yeah, I don't know. For me personally, it is a scaling thing, because I was told that these guys in here scale up to level 600, and if you are past level 600, it scales with your level. And if you take a look at it, I mean, obviously level 600s are not going to be battling level 40,000 or level 50,000, obviously, so it does scale. There's a scaling issue right now. Okay, so we have this out of the way, but there's another thing that I don't understand. This needed to be fixed the day it was released. You stopped the server, you revert it back, and then you fix the damn thing. You take out the PvP scaling. I mean, nobody, who was for it? Who was for it in the staff team? Who was sitting there and going like, yeah, that's a great idea? Who's thinking about it? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, if that PvP scaling would have been gone, that would have been a W update. This one, it's so full of trouble. Now, I waited 3 days. I think it released on the 15th. Today's the 18th. So I waited 3 days and it wasn't reverted. The issues are still the same, still getting teleported into the cloud. Still the scaling is off, and I don't know why. I do not know why you would actually, this could be a game-changing thing. This could kill a game. Like, if the community wouldn't be so patient, you know, this needed to have a code red. There's not just one guy working this. There are QA leads, there are developers, there are so many people working on this update. Why isn't it being reverted? This is the 3rd day. Is there something bigger going on? Is there a big cat into that, you know, sack? What is happening? What is happening? Why is this not immediately being patched. These guys are super fast. They're super fast with everything. The past updates, the past months, it's been so fast. And right now, it's not. Right now, they are dragging it out for 3 days. Nobody's talking. Why is that? Is there some game-changing bug or something? Something really important? I don't know. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about for today. This needs to be reverted. This is a code red, in my eyes at least.